Well, hello and welcome into HelenKenner.com. I'm Helen, in case you didn't know me, and I really appreciate you coming and stopping in tonight. Once you get here, say hello so I don't know that you're here and I can say hello back to you. But tonight or this month maybe, um, is breast cancer awareness. For that, I have my pink top on. And I thought we would do a pink breast cancer card that says peace, love, and hope, and show you a couple of different ways to use some of our products. Um, I put uh, a post on my Facebook page about breast cancer. Um, I'm a 14-year breast cancer survivor, and I'm so thankful. And my sister is a 5-year breast cancer survivor. So I have two sisters, and I'm thankful that my oldest sister hasn't gotten it. But we know it's not familial, meaning that it's not something that has passed on through our family. It's environmental. So it was the environment that we grew up in. So, but anyway, I want to recognize that this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And so I'm going to be trying to use products this month that, um, that brings out the breast cancer awareness. So if you have had breast cancer or a family member or a friend, but if you've been affected by it, I want you to go to my Facebook page and hit like. And you can put in the comments how you were affected. Like I put in the comment that I'm a 14-year survivor. So you could put, like the other one I'm going to put in, if my sister doesn't put it in, is Sister Pam has had breast cancer. And then her children can talk about their mom being affected by it. But one of the things that I've learned at the time that I had breast cancer, I was in shock because I grew up in a time where, um, it was very different. It was definitely a death sentence when you got breast cancer. But they tried to reassure me that they've come a long way. It's just not a death sentence anymore, and they've even come even further in the past 14 years. And I participated in a study through the Chapel Hill UNC, um, I want to say oncology department, and it's been really good. Every 5 years they come out or so, 4 or 5 years, and give us updates as those that have participated in it. And it didn't change my um, treatment plan at all, but what it did do was show us over time, a 10-year and now 15-year time frame, what kind of cancer we had, what kind of um, treatment. And so now, like when I went through it, it was, a cookie cutter treatment. But nowadays, it's very specific to the type of cancer that you have, which is wonderful. Um, but anyway, we're all very different and similar at the same time, which is why I wanted to use this card because it said peace, love, and hope. Now, peace is one of those things that when you first find out that you have it, you don't get peace. You don't find peace for a very long time. And the love, you definitely get surrounded by love from everybody, even people you don't know. And they want to love on you and help you in any way that they can. But the hope is definitely there, um, for me anyway. And hopefully for my sister too, knowing that I had already been through it. Her and I had the exact same kind of cancer. Um, so hopefully we can live very, very long lives. Um, the peace of everything that you go through comes later. You kind of have to get through it first, and then you calm down. Okay, all right, that's the worst thing I've ever been through in my whole life. So once you get through it, yeah, with all the support that you have, you start to find that peace. Um, for women that have had mastectomies, um, you see it every day, but you don't think about it every day. Anyway, so I'm going to dedicate today to breast cancer awareness. And I hope you enjoy this card that we're going to make. Again, say hello when you get here so I can make sure that that I'm here and I know that you're there. And let me see if I can figure out how to make this double-sided. I did it last week. I wonder why it's not letting me. Screen layout, press Shift 6. All right, I've got to figure this out. But anyway, what I'm going to do is put that on there. All right. So I've got a white background, and it's cut 8.5 by 5.5, and then scored at 4 1/4. So I've already done that for us with this. And then the first matted piece is 5 1/4 by 4. And then I'm going to run that through the Big Shot. Oh, I did it. Stamp and Emboss machine. Can't believe I said that. All right. Now, what I did was I'm using a different... Hey, Naomi, how are you? This is called the Merriest Frames Hybrid, and it's out in our Christmas, or it's most of the time used Christmassy, but I decided to use it for something different this time. So it's a 3D. So what you're going to do is you're going to... One of the things that I love about Stampin' Up! Is they give you a line. Can you see it? They give you a line right there to line this up. So that when it runs through, it's going to be even and not lopsided. So when you use Stampin' Emboss machine, it tells you if you're going to use the 3D embossing, it tells you right here, then all you need is this and your number 4 plate, which is this gray one. So I'm going to run this through. Very easy. Easy peasy. And then it comes out perfect, doesn't it? I think it does. All right. Let me get this off. Oh. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to varnish this with our bone folder. Okay, then we're going to put this on flat. I like using my liquid glue when I'm going to lay something that's been embossed flat, so that I don't mess up the embossing. There. Tone on tone. Now I could have put that on with dimensionals, but I didn't. All right. Our next step is going to be to hide, excuse me, to hide that, because I want something a little bit bigger. But I am going to put dimensionals on this, but I'm going to use the black dimensionals. I was just telling someone the other day that I use them all the time so that we don't see them. It's amazing how many times I need black ones. No, don't tell me that's all I have. Nope, here's some. Of course, everything fell. Oh, and these aren't the black ones. All right, I'm going to use these small ones and do 2 at a time. There you go. I have a funny story to tell you, and I may have told you this when we were first talking about breast cancer awareness a couple of weeks ago. But anyway, my youngest son, Eric, stayed with me the summer that I had my mastectomy. And he would get up every morning and make me breakfast. I think he was 9 at the time. And, okay, so easy peasy so far, right? That's going to go on there, but we're going to stamp it first. Now I tried the Blushing Bride and did not like the way that turned out. I wanted it to be real pink and that you could see the dimension, because this is like a dimensional stamp set. What is that called? Doggone it. We're using the Cottage Wreath and the Olive Branch. That's where I got the Peace, Love, and Hope from. But I'm using this stamp. I was going to use Grateful, but then I saw this one and liked it better. And I did try stamping this, but I wanted it to, I punched it out with I die cut it with the dies that come with it, which are so cool. And of course, I left them over there. All right, so here we're putting the, Peace, Love, and Hope on it. Over to the left. There, very nice. Oh, I'm going to leave this out. All right, but we can put that on there. All right. So I got a 3 by 3, I think it is, or 3.5 by 3.5 piece. And again, you just need to stamp, pat, pat, pat. You don't need to mash it. And I like to just sit and let it soak up a minute. Now, I know that looks real dark right now, but look, this is how it dries. See the difference? It dries lighter and pinker. So we'll wait a little while and see that happens, but it does happen. And I gotta move all those over there because I'm gonna get it on me. All right, and I knew it. I'm going to put this right back here. Here are the dies. I'll show them to you when we finish, but I wanted to show you how to line this up. Can you see it? No. All right. So I use that right there. Do you see it? And it sticks out right there. Do you see that? And then it fits in all the other areas. See that? Okay. So very easy to figure it out. You find where it matches it, and then you just roll it through. And look how good that turned out. Didn't that turn out good? You just find that little spot right there. All right. So look at all these. You get 4 different dies for the wreath, so you can cut it out and have a bunch of dimension to it. It folds up, or you can just cut it out, which is what I did. And see, this is the die that I used to cut out the bow. But now if you stamp it, you're going to use this one. So anyway, lots of different dies in here. We have a total of like 22, it said. No, yeah, 22 dies. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Lots of dies in there. All right. So we're going to go ahead and put this on. There you go. And then we're going to put this on with dimensionals. And this on with dimensionals. Did I already cut these? Yep. Oh, I never did finish telling you the story of my son. He was funny. He said he would get up, like, and I'd hear this clanging in the kitchen, and I would run in to see what in the world is he doing. And he's in there making me muffins. You know, that kind of muffins that you get when all you have to do is put like water in it. Well, that was him. And you know, luckily I got in there before he tried messing around with the oven. But he wanted to help me so much. And we'd go for walks. That was the other thing. At school, they used to tell him, well, we're going outside to get energy. There. Just that easy. We're going outside to get some energy, they would say. Oops, no, I'm not finished. All right, I'm using the opal rounds for the in colors. I'm using the pink. And anyway, they would tell him, that we're going to go outside to get some energy. So he thought if him and I went out walking, it would give me some energy. But anyway, this is so funny. Years later, I don't know, in high school, he told me, well, I saved you. And I looked at him and I said, well, what do you mean? He goes, I saved you because I took care of you that summer. And I said, you know what? You did, Eric. You did, and you took real good care of me. I don't know. Brings back memories, that's for sure. All right. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Make sure you wear your pink. I hope everybody has a wonderful week. Stampin' Up! Has a wonderful special going on this month. And let's see. It's a buy the starter kit special. Because if you buy the starter kit, you get an extra like $55 for free of any product that you want, on top of all the other benefits. Buying things before the regular public does. We get the same sales that you do on top of our 20% off. So when they have a special, the special is for us too. I thought you could see that, but maybe you can't. So we get a really good deal when they have specials. You'll know what today was. Get my hair done today, and that's what all that's about. Trying to, I'm going the wrong way. And but anyway, he the Stampin' Up! Special is really, really a good one. So if you've been a demonstrator and had to drop out for whatever reason, now's the time to rejoin and have all the fun of being, one, on my team, because I would love for you to be on my team. Two, get some great savings, especially if you're enjoying crafting and paper crafting. You're going to want to get the specials and everything. It's kind of like going to Sam's Club. You get that discounted price. Well, that's what happens with Stampin' Up! When you become a demonstrator, is that everything you buy is 20% off. And then when they oh, thanks, Naomi. It's in I keep going the opposite way, so I'm messing it up. I need to just leave it alone. Thank you, though. That was sweet. But if you have any questions about joining Stampin' Up!, if you have any questions about the products that we use, certainly let me know. I hope y'all have a good week. Naomi, we made it through our hurricane this past week, and luckily and thankfully for us that it was very little after effects for us. There was a little bit of wind on Friday, and a lot of rain. So like our yard was soaked, but around here we didn't have any flooding. So we're thankful for that. And I'm glad to hear that you're okay and your family and everybody was okay too. But anyway, all right. I hope you guys have a good evening, and I'll see you next Wednesday. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.